I feel like T-Pain is sort of like a closet lock extension, because I swear that man had a fade and then just popped out and had locks again. Same thing with Kodak. He'll go from having full on wicks to having a mini fro and then having full on wicks. What's good, YouTube? TP Locks here, bringing you guys another video. Yes, today you guys, we're going to be talking about dreadlock extensions and some legitimate reasons why you might want to consider getting them. If you're interested in that video, stay tuned. Usually, you guys, if you have not done so already, please hit that like and that subscribe button right now. If you have hit that subscribe button already, definitely want to make sure you hit that notification bell to stay notified on all the posts the moment I post. All right, let's get into the video. I've done some videos on this in the past. I don't really have them to reference right now, so I will state my opinion right now. I really don't care. And the reason why I say that is because, for one, in my current phase of life, kids, career, and I'm busy. I don't really have time to worry too much about establishing a hierarchy for how people do things. Do I look at people with dreadlock extensions as if they're cheating the journey? I mean, maybe a little bit. I wouldn't necessarily say it's how I judge them. I would just say I'm really pro having an organic lock journey. Ultimately though, I believe there are some legitimate reasons why people would want some lock extensions. Reason number one, I think, is probably the most practical, is probably the most common reason why people are getting dreadlock extensions. And that reason is, it's just fashionable. When it comes to embarking on this lock journey, you guys, everybody's not built for it. Everybody is not built to last a full year just to see if they're gonna like what they get at the end of it. Sometimes a full 2 years just to get mature lock. Some people really want that instant gratification. And can you blame them? Especially if you're going to a loctician, you may be paying money, you're spending time, which in some people equates to a lot of money, opportunity cost, you're doing the math, you got a major in economics, you already know what I'm talking about. I can understand why somebody would want to try on the look. I mentioned it in the past video, I have no idea whether or not I'm going to like what I see when my locks grow. You know, this journey is about a commitment. Somebody in the comment section called my locks a bob one time, bro, and it almost made me sick. I'm like, it's not a bob. At the end of the day, you know, I am growing with my locks. I'm growing with the idea of whether or not I'm gonna like it. Somebody might not wanna do that. For reason number one, I definitely say this is a very legitimate one. Maybe you just wanna try it on. Those of you guys who really hate this, I mean, just look at it this way. You know, imitation is the grandest form of flattery. People really love the work that you put in, so much in fact that they wanna get an instantly gratifying way to get it. So, you know, that's how I look at it, and that is reason number one. Number two. All right, now this is a reason that we don't often talk about, and I feel like these people kind of get put over to the side. And really, I feel like these are the people who kind of do a lot of closet lock extensions. You know what I'm saying? I feel like T-Pain is sort of like a closet lock extension, because I swear that man had a fade and just popped out and had locks again. Same thing with Kodak. He'll go from having full on wicks to having a mini fro and then having full on wicks again. These people are people who are continuing their journey, who've already had a pre-established journey. Maybe they're reattaching their old locks. Putting this in the category of lock extensions because under the definition that I'm establishing in this video, lock extension is going to be any time you don't go through the process organically. Even if you cut your locks, technically the organic process is to redo that journey. But for number two, there are people that cut their locks for a job that want to continue their journey. Crown Act right now has still not been enacted in every single state. It's not a federally mandated thing. We are still working on it. I think there's like 22 states, maybe 22 states and maybe a couple cities. I'll have to fact check myself. I'll put the facts up here. But we're not there yet where hair discrimination is not a thing. There's still some professions like law enforcement. You know, if you want to be a firefighter or even join the military, where you're going to have to cut your locks. Some people are joining the military. You do a 4-year bid. I'll make it sound like prison. You do a 4-year, 8-year bid. You come out and then you want to reattach your locks. I completely understand that. And when it comes to reasons to get lock extensions or reasons to reattach those locks, this is a completely legitimate reason. While we would love to live in a world that doesn't discriminate or limit employment, that's just not the world we're in right now. So I can completely understand. I empathize with you guys. And that is reason number two. If you need to cut your locks for a job that's really a passion of yours, something you wanted to do since you were a child, who are we to tell you that it's not real or it's just less than the real journey? Do what you got to do. All right, that's reason number two. Now, reason number three, you guys, I believe this is a fairly common one, but I also think it's sort of, you know, prone to a lot of people hiding it. The third legitimate reason why people get lock extensions, you guys, is simply because some people need a little bit of lock repair. Now, I'm not trying to say this name to blast her because, you know, I'm a huge fan. I follow, I'm subscribed. Recently, I believe we saw Jimmy Got Soul do something similar to this. Because of some of the blonde damage that she had in her hair, she had to add a little bit of additional, I think, synthetic hair to sort of stabilize and assist with some of the damage that she has. This is a very, very common thing, especially for people that are trying to either combine their locks, trying to make sure that their locks are thicker. Oftentimes when we're thinking about lock extensions, we're thinking about somebody who's going from 0 to 100 and going from bald head to a horse's mane. That's not necessarily the case. You can use lock extensions selectively in spots, whether you got thinning locks that you want to repair and stop from falling off, thin locks that you want to thicken. There are some ways that people are able to use synthetic hair and lock extensions to sort of complement the locks that they already have. So if you didn't know that, that's definitely something that's going on. Even people that are combining locks are using it sometimes. I don't believe that's the best method, but it is a method that exists. And for this list, we will say it is a legitimate reason. All right, so that's reason number 3. Reason number 4. This, you guys, I've recently saw Chloe and Halle do on their latest performance. Chloe has like a blonde wrap lock extension or thread. I don't know if it's yarn. I don't know what the material is, but she sort of has an additive over the top of her already long locks. And yes, for the sake of this video, we're gonna call it lock extensions because, again, per definition, a lock extension is gonna be any lock additive that is not organically grown in your hair. Okay, that's what we call it, all right? I thought this was a pretty cool way to add a little bit of versatility to the look, especially when it comes to color. When you think about dyes and how damaging they can be, it's really cool to know that there is another way or another option for you to get some color. Now, me, would I do it? Probably not. But I actually do think this is a really, really innovative, unique way to sort of, you know, get a little bit more versatility out of your locks. Maybe you want to do gold here, you want to do blue here, and you don't want to use any chemicals. It's a great way to do it. So yes, that is reason number 4. Additional styling and even additional color. Reason number 5 why someone would want to get lock extensions, you guys. I think this is a more somber one, which is why I put this at the end of the video. We know that there are illnesses, there are treatments that cause people to lose their locks. Cancer survivors out there undergoing chemo and have cut their locks. There are people who have really bad cases of alopecia who have spared their locks and cut their locks. Any other illness that can cause hair loss, cut their locks and have reattached them. You know, I really wanted to put this one at the end because oftentimes when we're making blanketed statements and judging people and we really don't know what people's individual lives are, you might see somebody with lock extensions and think that they're trying to cheat it. You might think that someone is just trying to exploit the lock community. But at the end of the day, until you have a conversation with that person, have a heart to heart, you don't know what they could be going through. So especially it being Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October, this is a very real thing, you guys. So I just wanted to end this video off on that note. You know, when it comes to lock extensions, there are some legitimate reasons. Please let this last reason be a very real wake-up call if you haven't really considered this in the past, but it's real. So as a community, let's just try to be more uplifting. Let's try to be more encouraging. Let's try to be a little bit more positive and optimistic about the people who choose to partake in this community and enjoy this community. The beauty of locks is that I think it combines us much better than it can separate us. So, you know, let's not let something as simple as a little Indian Remy or a little, you know, African hair or, you know what I'm saying, some bundles separate us, okay? If you have dreadlock extensions or plan on getting them in the future, definitely let me know in the comment section. As well, guys, I would love to hear your opinions. You know, how do you feel about this topic? Again, I love these topics to be forums and conversations where we can exchange some discourse. So let me know how you feel, all right? It's been TV Locks.
What's going on, TP Locks fam? I go by the name of Backpack Beatz. If you enjoy the music and all the beats on my man TP's channel, make sure you show some love over to my channel also. I'm there 2 days a week. Every Monday, we're making beats. And every Thursday, I DJ the No More Free Beat Show, showing love to everything underground. So if you like music, if you like beats, or if you like dope vibes, definitely check my channel out. It's real dope. Big shouts out to my man TP for giving me the platform. And we out. Appreciate it.